Hey everyone, today we've got the new AirPods going up against the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live. So let's get straight into it. If you want to grab any pairs, links are down below. So are timestamps, because as usual here, we're going in depth. So if you're picky with your audio, so am I. Let's get into another picky review. All right, starting with build quality, great on both pairs. You've got your glossy plastic action on both. It depends if you like your sensu beans or your Plants vs Zombies plant things. But I personally don't care too much about looks. What's more important is fit, and I have to give the win to the AirPods here. In terms of comfort, it's pretty equal though. These are both pairs that I can wear all day. When it comes to how secure they stay in my ears, the AirPods just work much better for me. Surprisingly, the Buds Live work pretty well, but in my head shake test, it only takes about 5 seconds for the Buds Live to get thrown out, where the AirPods just stay in. No matter what I'm doing, I've tried them running, weight training, shaking my head around like crazy, going upside down, they just stay in my ears really well. And when running, the Buds Live do move around a little bit. They make a bit of sound in my ear, where the AirPods are nice and quiet. Similar with weight training, the Buds Live do kind of move around a little bit more when I'm clenching my jaw through those harder sets, but the AirPods stay in place a lot better. And this also carries over to when I'm on phone calls, talking a lot, or even like eating food, the AirPods stay in a lot better. But keep in mind, fit is different for everyone. I do find like deeper fits work better for me, so this might not be the same for you. But due to my deep ear canals, this is why I think the AirPods work a little bit better for me. So with the Buds Live, they're kind of designed in a way to go really deep into my ear canal. Like just due to that design, they kind of have the same width all the way through compared to the AirPods, which have a more funnel-like fit. So the AirPods can only go so deep, where with the Buds Live, I'm going to shove them really far down into my ear canal. So finding a nice balanced fit, you have to be a little bit more cautious with the Buds Live, basically, where with the AirPods, it's nice and seamless. Chuck them straight in. Every time I get the exact same fit. The Buds Live, not so much. And this massively carries over to how these earbuds sound, which I'll talk about later in the video. If you want to skip to it, timestamps are down there. I don't really mind. Now, if you like using earbuds when training, you've got an IPX2 on the Buds Live and IPX4 on the AirPods. So IPX2 is not that great. You can get splashes of water at a 15-degree angle, whatever that means, where on the AirPods, you can get splashes of water from any angle. Using the rain, if you get sweaty, you just can't submerge either of the buds in water. And it's only the AirPods case that is also IPX4 water resistant, nothing on the Buds Live. Now, here's the advertised battery life you're getting. Clearly better on the AirPods there, and in my testing at 70% volume, these are all the results that I got. So a little bit below the advertised there for the Buds Live. Both pairs give you fast charge. 5 minutes in the case will give you an hour's playback on the earbuds, and both pairs are also compatible with wireless chargers. Now onto the cases themselves. AirPods are the clear winner here. The case is slightly wider but much slimmer. You get more total battery life, and the magnets are about 3 times as strong. I really don't like the weak magnets on the Buds Live. Like they stay in there fine. They're just a little bit flimsy and they never disconnect, but I like me some strong magnets. Build quality of the cases is reflective of the earbuds themselves, so pretty even there. And both pairs connect really fast to your phone in under 3 seconds. And this was the same when testing my Buds Live on my iPhone. Under 3 seconds, super fast. Now onto controls. Overall, the better pair are the AirPods with their use of Force Touch there, same as what you'll see on the AirPods Pro. So you're able to control everything except for volume control, which should be an option to adjust that long hold on the left or right earbud to add it in. Of course, you can just use the always on voice assistant, Siri, to do that, but I like having the controls on my earbuds personally. Luckily on the Buds Live, you can change that long hold and add volume up and down, but you do have to sacrifice the noise cancelling, but a nice little trade-off there. But the Buds Live use touch controls, and with their bean design, it's incredibly easy to accidentally activate touch controls when placing the buds in your ear or readjusting them, since they're pretty sensitive. There is an algorithm to kind of reduce this, but still it happens a lot where the AirPods, you can handle the buds as much as you like. Since they use Force Touch, no accidental touches on them. The AirPods also have better in-ear detection, which works with both or one earbuds. With the Buds Live, you need to take both out for music to pause. But if you take one or both out, touch controls will deactivate, which is nice. And if you chuck the buds in your pocket, it'll know it's not in your ear, that it's in your pocket on both pairs. Now, in terms of connectivity, you got Bluetooth 5.0, as well as SBC and AAC codecs on both pairs. In terms of Bluetooth range in my outdoor test, I can get 26 meters away from my phone with the AirPods in a clear open space. Only 22 meters on the Buds Live. This kind of continues on with my indoor test. This is downstairs and upstairs through 5 walls. I can get 16 meters away from my phone on the AirPods, only about 11 meters on the Buds Live. So some of the worst Bluetooth range on the Buds Live that I've ever tested. There is no true multi-pairing on either pair, but you do get seamless switching. So with the AirPods, with Apple devices, same with the Buds Live with Samsung devices. But on both pairs, if you want to connect to a new device, you don't have to disconnect from your old device to connect to your new device. And on both pairs, you're getting those brand exclusive features like quick pairing, music sharing, always on voice assistant, message and notifications getting read out to you, and all that good stuff. Both pairs also have a Find My Buds feature. On the Buds Live, this is not a true Find My Buds feature. It'll just emit a beeping sound from the earbuds, or on the AirPods, it'll kind of know the location and where you last left the earbuds. And it's only on the AirPods that have spatial audio. So this carries over well if you're watching movies. It has head tracking in there. So it kind of feels like you're in a movie theater while watching a movie on your phone. I personally don't like it that much, but if you do like it, it's there. And you can also utilize the spatial audio feature now on the AirPods with any kind of media you throw at it. It doesn't have to be Dolby Atmos certified or whatever. So I found this kind of makes things sound a bit weird. It kind of makes the soundstage a bit wider, but adds a weird reverb effect. Overall, I don't really like it. Now, in terms of latency on both pairs, YouTube, Netflix, all that good stuff, barely any latency to be seen. The Buds Live, if you use them on a Samsung device, have a low latency mode. But in general, with my testing, Apple just has the lowest latency you can get. Here are all the results. If you're interested how I do this latency test, there'll be a link down below. But generally, if you can get around 400 milliseconds, casual gaming, you'll be fine. Around 200 milliseconds, that's about as low as it gets. Now let's run through the microphone test, both indoor and outdoor. So I'll just chuck them up so you can hear them for yourself. All right, and here's a microphone test with the AirPods Generation 3, a nice quiet room. All right, and here's a microphone test with the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live in a nice quiet room. And this is what they sound like with some crowd noise being blasted off my computer speakers. And this is what they sound like with some crowd noise being played off my computer speakers. And this is what the microphones sound like with a fan blasting right in my face to mimic a windy day. And this is what they sound like with a fan blasting right in my face to mimic a windy day outside. All right, and here we are with the new AirPods, the third generation. Quite curious to hear how these microphones do sound compared to Generation 2. All right, and here is a microphone test with the Galaxy Buds Live on a pretty busy highway here at the moment, so you should get a good idea of the quality of the microphones and the ability to block out the noise behind me. All right, now let's talk about the noise cancelling on the Buds Live. I was expecting to see it on the AirPods here, but sadly not. And it's honestly a pretty cool feature to have. It only really works at blocking out consistent low frequency sounds. So the other day I was going for a walk, there was a car nearby, you could hear the engine there, turned noise cancelling on, it blocked out the sound quite well, but it lets in voices and pretty much all high frequency sounds like a normal Semi In-Earbud would. So this would work great if like you're on a plane or on a train with consistent low frequency sounds. The Buds Live also have a transparency mode, sort of. It's more like a pressure relief, since the Fit does block out some more outside sounds compared to the AirPods. So I find having it on does help put it on par with the AirPods in terms of being able to hear your surroundings. All right, before we talk about sound quality, quick little drop on my Instagram here. If you want to stay updated with behind the scenes action of me, my audio ventures, link is down below. All right, on to sound quality. And starting with volume here at 100%, both go very loud. I rate them about a 9 out of 10 there on the loud listening scale. And if you're looking for low level listening, both pairs get my bedtime certification. They go nice and quiet at the low volumes. So great for some low level listening before bedtime or whatever. And both pairs have barely any of that white noise hissing sound, which makes it great for this as well. And if you like using your earbuds when you're lying down on your side, for example, I personally can't use either pair for more than a couple of minutes. This was the same with the original AirPods as well. This might be a bit different for you though. So we've got nice loud volume on both pairs, nice low volumes as well. But when it comes to the sweet spot listening, this kind of changes dependent on the volume you're at. So at 50% volume, both buds are equally as loud, but the AirPods are bringing you about 10% more bass, as well as nicer mids and treble. And this also carries over to instrument separation, and soundstage is just a little bit wider as well. So overall at 50% volume, AirPods are better. But with 3 clicks up, now we're at 70% volume, and this all basically stays the same. But another 2 clicks up around the 80-85% volume range, things start getting pretty weird for the Buds Live when it comes to their bass response. Because on about half of the songs that I tested, the bass is reduced by quite a dramatic amount. You get about a 30-40% reduction in the amount of bass at those high volumes. On some songs, it'll happen straight away. Sometimes it takes 10 seconds because A lot of the time, there needs to be a combination of certain bass frequencies as well as mids and high frequencies. And it differs from song to song. Certain sections of a song, the bass will stay there, and then extra instruments kick in, or there's like a drop or something like that. Then the bass is reduced, and on certain songs, you might have to go to like the last 2 clicks of volume or the last click of volume. Even some songs will happen at 70% volume. It's pretty random, but it happens quite often, and I don't really like it at all. And an issue with it is if you hear the bass kind of get reduced, if you bring the volume down, that bass will stay reduced until you pause your music and then play the music again, and that bass will come back in if you're at that lower volume, and then it doesn't reduce again, basically. Now, this is understandable because with the Semi In-Ear earbud, those drivers are doing a lot more work to push bass out into your ear since there is no ear tip, but it's honestly just poorly done on the Buds Live, because when that bass does get reduced on certain songs at certain volumes, they overall just don't sound very rich or very full at all. Keep in mind the AirPods do this as well. On those last 4 clicks of volume, each click closer to 100%, bass starts to reduce, but it's a slow increase. And if you decrease the volume, that bass starts to increase again. So it's a smooth increase and decrease. And even comparing both pairs at 100%, the AirPods have way more bass than the Buds Live. Even if you're on a lucky song in the Buds Live and the bass doesn't get reduced, the AirPods still sound about 10% better overall. Now, this is where I would normally run through my genre rating checklist and let you know which pair I think is better with each individual genre, but you can probably guess the AirPods are the clear winner with every genre. So now going back to the start of the video, this sound shift issue is kind of similar to how the Buds fit. The AirPods, it's seamless. The Buds Live, not so seamless. And I also have to be quite cautious when chucking the Buds Live in my ear, because if I put them in too deep, the bass is a lot fuller, there's a lot more of the bass, but the mids and the treble are incredibly muffled. Where on the AirPods, I just shove them in and it's the exact same fit and sound quality every single time. This seamlessness also carries over to controls. On the Buds Live, you get those accidental touches, no issues on the AirPods. A small thing, but it goes a long way into making the user experience incredibly smooth. And then add in the smaller case, longer battery life, better fit, better Bluetooth range, lower latency, better sound quality, and look, you can start to see, if you haven't already seen it in the video, the clear winner here are the AirPods. But not to really take away from the Buds Live, they're still really decent, especially if you are in the Samsung ecosystem. And that EQ shifting at the high volumes really does annoy me. And look, you can really tell how well thought out the AirPods Generation 3 are, and they are the new king in the Semi In-Ear earbud world. All right, but that wraps it up for today. In my next video, I'm gonna compare the AirPods to a pair that's 1/5 the price, the Soundpeats Air 3. So once that's uploaded, it'll be here. If it's not uploaded yet, subscribe, hit the bell button so you know when it's gonna go up. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, stay picky with your audio, because life's too short for crappy sound. See you in the next video. Bye now.